Hi, this is Glenda. Just sort of trying to get back into crafting, and I watched a couple of videos that got me excited. One of them, well, to start with, when I bought this die set, I was really disappointed because I had the impression from all the packaging and advertising that this came with all the dies you need to make all the mats you need. Well, to make a mat for this little inner piece here, you have to buy a separate set of dies, because what comes with it, the two big ones that might mat, have a hole in them, and there's no way of cutting these without that hole. So I really thought I was getting a die that would cut out just that outline that I could use to mat on here. So my first solution for this was I simply scanned that part in, and I used my scan and cut to make my mat, which everybody who buys this die is not going to have a scan and cut, and to buy the nesting dies just because you want the one size seems wrong. So I was disappointed, but I was watching Jan Tinklenberg, I think she normally goes by Jan Tink, and she had a snowflake pop-up card that did this, and she had a solution for it, and I shall try and do this. Hopefully it will fit on camera. Whoop. It's quite a big monster. We'll see. If you are looking for an A4 die cutting machine and you do a lot of the thin dies, this crossover machine is absolutely fabulous. Most dies, one pass and you're cut. It's just great. I've got little notes on here for the basic settings, because it has a wheel and it has numbers that you won't be able to see here, and you adjust your roller each time instead of having lots and lots of different plates. And I just find for thin dies you can't go past it. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about, but I thought I'll put this monster on here and see if I can show you what Jan did. As I say, hers was a snowflake die, and I was really surprised that it worked on this because of the way this die looks. But anyway, you just put a piece of paper on your main die. See if I can turn this the right way. This is not where I normally do this sort of cutting. Hopefully it didn't thud the camera too much. So this is not awkward to use. I have it in an awkward place because of the camera and the desk, and as I said, it's not where I normally do it. Now you take off your cut that you've done like that, you turn it around, you put it back into, yes, so you turn it around 180 degrees, you put it back in, and you have the mat for the center piece. Anyway, I was very chuffed about that. I thought that was brilliant, because as I say, as it cuts, if if you want a hole in it, that's fine, but if you just want to put your sentiment and put it on there, that's a solution, and it should work for most of those sorts of dies, I would think. It doesn't, of course, give you an edge. I mean, it's the exact size. But if you want to do that, it's clever. I also have my option of using my scan and cut. I'm not buying another set of dies to get one mat for that, even if I do like the die. So anyway, the second thing I wanted to show you, I was watching Karen Burniston, and she was showing her new releases for CHA, and as kind of a little extra side bonus thing almost, in one of her dies she does this little spinner pop-up, and it's just this little bit here, and all her die does is cut a V. So I did some research, and apparently that is a V-fold pop-up. It's a standard sort of pop-up, but I think her idea, I think it may be her idea to have it so small. A lot of the instructions I found were a bigger piece, but I thought that was so clever. It's not going to be available until May or something like that, but anyway, it's a little V-fold piece. You fold it in half and you fold the sides in half, and you put it on your card. Now, does it matter? Depending, if you watch her video, she has all these different ways that she has used them, and used multiple ones, and if you put it in different places you'll get different results. And I'm just going to do this very basic one. And what I've actually made is a scan and cut file, and a Silhouette Studio file, and an image file. So if you're lazy like me and want to be able to just have a machine cut it out for you, then I have a file for you. So that's what I'm offering today. So you simply put down the adhesive on half like that. You put it down on the other half. You fold it down, and that gives you your little pop-up. And I have a little creature here. I think they're so cute with the little creatures. So you sort of work out where you want him. I'm going to put a bit of adhesive just on this part here. So I'm just going to put it in so he's just peeping out, and then when you open it he sort of pops up. She does it better, but that figures. Anyway, if you want some ideas of how to use them, have a look at Karen Burniston's CHA Sneak Preview, I think it's called. But that's my two offerings. The idea for making a mat for these pop-ups where they don't come with a mat die, and the little spinner pop-up piece that I can give you the file for. And that's it. So thank you for watching.